They talk about debris, it's been years, and when I'm filming a comet, an asteroid, or the sun, or even the moon, or just out in the sky, I always get lucky enough to catch something flying by. And when you slow it down, that's when you see what happens. Let's look at this object slowing down, going behind the tail of Neowise, or lined up with it. Did you notice something happening? I don't want to say it until you guys notice it. There's something being shot out of this object. Let's look at it slow down, close up. Object, debris, whatever it may be, will go by again and shoot upwards into the tail. 3 to 1 there. See the dots going by? Show it to you one more time. Not hard to see when you see it. Let's see that one more time. The debris coming into the tail of Neowise. 3, 2, 1, shoots upwards, and then just goes. Looks like it breaks up. Looks like several objects tied together, tethered together, whatever they may be. Whenever there is an astronomical event or the sun aligning itself up, or meteors going by, asteroids, or even comets that are noted to be going by, when you're observing these phenomena and events happening, well, you see a lot of UFOs around the objects. Like when I'm filming Jupiter, I see UFOs beside Jupiter. Remember this? Oh yeah, the asteroid or object, or is it Air Force One? You see the Air Force One plane they're talking about supposedly going 5 times the speed of sound. I don't know whether it's a prototype they're talking about or whatnot. So we're going to take one of these objects, that one right there, the clearest one as it's going down. We're going to zoom up on it, and we're going to swivel it around to try to get more of a form and shape of it to see it up close. And this is a way of presenting a finding, a work, whether it be an asteroid or something. I probably wouldn't do it with... See, there's the original image there, quite simply. And then we're going to bring it into the swivel of the 3D program. We're not going to give it any three-dimensional layering. We're just going to swivel it back and forth, a regular image, so that you guys can see it. I'm going to clarify it as much as I can. So as it was going down, you see the fire comes out in the front of it. What does that mean? In front of it like that, long line of fire, like it's slowing itself down. Well, this was captured on the moon, and we're going to go see it in, I guess, 3D. More like a holographic view of it, which is pretty cool. There it is, the last shots of it hitting the moon, or going very close to the moon. I didn't see it go by underneath, so it must have hit it. And there it is, that beautiful large asteroid object that is spiraling at this moment towards the moon, and those are one of the clearest frames of it, because this object, as it was going downwards, it started either breaking up or catching on fire, and we're going to take a look at other different angles of it. So this object is spiraling towards the moon at a pretty fast rate. I was lucky to be off the edge of the moon on the top north side, actually, to be able to catch this mama coming in. It does look like Oumuamua, doesn't not? Look at the length of it. Hey, for all you know, maybe it was going by the sun at the moment I caught it. It was around that time. I don't know. Either way, totally awesome to get to see it this way by bending the image a little bit. Obviously, you can't apply any 3D to that. It's going to look like a gigantic mountain. You don't have to. You can see the shape. I got it really well. And by turning it around here and looking at it close up, locking the focus on it, that's what gets everyone mad. Chevron. So what I showed in the video, the last video, Dobbs or Chevron, whatever you want to call it, this is a moment that I caught something that looks like a comet, looks exactly like the object that I showed you in yesterday's video, except it's going upwards to the right of the sun. This was in Valleyfield, Quebec, and I was able to share that with people. So this chevron, let's call it a chevron, because that's literally what it looks like. And here I'm really happy to show it that it's in that image, and you could totally see. I mean, it's not a cloud. You know it's not a cloud. It is white and reflective, a lot more reflective than those clouds, but really, really a cool finding to see that stationary in the sky. I was driving, so obviously I pulled over a couple times to get the shot. I would have loved to have filmed to see it either disappearing, and that's exactly what it did in a flash with the sun. But there it is, like I was laughing the other day. I called it a pair of pants. Or, hey, for you Californians, a surfboard. Whatever you want to call it, it's out of place and it's in the sky, right? It should not be there. And it has a flat head and it has 2 even tails at the back. So obviously, I thought at the beginning a comet. But again, you could not see it moving. But again, Neo-wise either, you really hardly see it moving either when you're looking at it in the sky. That's very well maybe, just maybe, what it could be. But nonetheless, it's the same chevron as NASA has on their logo, that's for sure. Maybe it's exactly that, a spaceship. Who knows, right? That's the interesting thing. We may never know. We can only analyze this footage and the images, but it's still a very, very cool capture. And it's not something I've ever seen again. I saw it actually 2 or 3 times. It was the month of June or July. And of course, I told you guys at one point, I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to get it properly. And so far, have not seen it again. And here it is. Well, that's a Chevron, Valleyfield, couple years back. I got lots of large objects out there. And when I started this in 2016, I got some people so mad. And it's upsetting. Nibiru on the left, what the hell is that supposed to be? These objects appear in the sky, and I'm able to capture them. Debris, asteroids, leftover projects, who knows? Without a doubt, this is something that is an object. It was stationary, and the clouds were wisping by it, and that's pretty incredible. One of my favorites, debris. Tethered object, a line, something. It's huge. I was able to see it spiraling by. You could see it folding and unfolding itself. These are all real captures, and I think I've earned at least that much credibility to be able to say, with the amount of captures that I've seen, maybe some of these captures could possibly be real. Look at it unfolding. Beautiful, simple ways of adjusting the exposure without even any filters. This is a negative image. You've all heard of a negative images? Negative images, yeah? Remember back in the days, the negative images we used to look up at? Well, that's all it is. This is an object of flying by the sun that we just, you just saw before, but this one opening up. So a debris problem, it could possibly be real because there's lots of stuff out there. And share out the research, everyone. Thanks for subscribing. Let the big channels know why they're not showing my work, and show them the captures that I'm showing. If all those researching channels that are out there, I'm talking about the ones that like sharing other people's stuff, share truth. Don't share what's going to give you friggin' views. Let's go see a few amazing captures flying by the sun, and yet another unknown comet beside Betelgeuse. But first, this amazing infrared capture. We'll see it a couple of different a couple of different magnification close-ups. And this is an object spiraling in rotation that is does not seem to be outgassing like a comet, and it is flying by Sirius. If you've ever seen an image of Earth in front of the sun, you know that it's really not big. Sometimes larger objects can fly by the sun, and look at this large object that would be far larger than Earth flying by the sun. Welcome to all new subscribers to the Bruce Seesall channel. I'm Bruce Swartz. I have asteroids, meteors, comets, UFOs both on Earth and on the moon on this channel, and everything you see here is all my work. See it obviously changing its substance to gas, and a fire appearing as it's leaving the sun. How do I know it's big, you say? Well, not many objects make it by the sun. Even the comet was lucky, Neo-wise, to get by the sun, proving that its interior, the nuclei, is a lot thicker and more solid, dense than we think. Here's an unknown comet flying by just off of the edge of Betelgeuse. An amazing still from a video, which I don't even have anymore, that video, I don't think. This is a beautiful, it looks like an angel, diamond shaped, And look at the crisscross X's at the back. It could be a comet. I could be wrong. Again, it is outgassing, right? So do asteroids outgas like comets? I think anything that gets close to a hotter object, like these objects are coming from interstellar space, they're freezing, right? Once they get near the solar system and near the sun, they start heating up, and they start, their substances start changing, transferring to gas. My channel is very unique. The work that I'm showing here is all the work that I've captured, my understanding of space, and understanding space and time, understanding quantum physics, understanding ufology and astronomy. This is a ginormous rock, planetoid, whatever you want to call it, debris, UFO, going by the sun. Look at the close-up to be able to see its shape, and look at that, on fire. And that's what I wanted. That's what I want to be able to share with you all, because I get really excited seeing these things ever since I've been young. So if this is the same Chevron that I've seen, but upside down, or just another object, has many similar traits and characteristics, but this time a couple of UFOs at the back, even one at the nose possibly, don't wonder why the channel will not get a lot of attention. If I keep catching stuff like this, for sure, it's going to disturb someone. So what is this object crashing down to Earth? Because of its speed and because of the way it's going over to the left, it was definitely outside of our atmosphere. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for supporting this channel every and any way that you guys can. Coming to the streams, becoming a patron, a member, and for the super chats. Thanks, everyone. Head on over to Twitter. I have a Twitter channel. Just started it, approaching 1,000 subscribers. Head on over and help me grow the community. A lot of names missing on this video, but Paul Sabo and Pat Crossar, thanks for gifting out the memberships to help this channel grow. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming